Hello guys, this is Kiran. Actually, I'm doing my CA final now, so I'm planning to write my CA final in uh, May 22. So today I would like to make some videos for CA Inter students, CA Inter, especially EAS subject, where many students feel a little bit difficult. I wanted to make videos on that. So I'll be covering EAS subject. So yes, so first I'll introduce myself. I am Kiran and I got 65 marks in my EASSM. Okay, so I'll share what are the strategies and how we have to prepare for EASSM exam and how we can actually get exemption easily in EASSM. Actually, as for me, it is a scoring subject because there is no much difficulty. What all we have to do is to remember properly, remember, revise, understand, revise, and remember. That's all. So I'll share some memory techniques also, how you can remember the topics easily, and I'll be covering only ICA study material. ICA study material I'll cover latest study material which is uh, applicable for May 21 exam onwards. May 2021 exam onwards. What is the ICA material? I'll be covering that from that material only. So okay, we'll go to the, and also I'll give some mnemonics. These are important topics which we need mnemonics to remember the headings. Okay, so we'll start the class now. And also please subscribe to my channel for more classes on EAS SM. SM I don't know whether I'll cover. I'll try to make, but EAS I probably cover all the chapters. I'll try to cover all the chapters. So what is automated business process? First chapter is automated business process. So this entire chapter is about processes. Processes. So it's all about process, especially business process, especially business process, and and how business processes are automated. Okay, how business processes are automated, what are the risks in automating the business process, what are the benefits, and like why we have to automate the business process. We'll cover all the topics related to automating a business process. Okay, let's move on to this. Let's move on to the topic. Okay, so I suggest you to go through study material first. Study material is the ultimate. Study material is the ultimate thing where you can get good marks. Actually, study material is the ultimate thing. Don't miss study material. That is important thing. You can, if you read study material properly, MCQs will be dead easy. You can get the 25 minimum out of 30 marks. 25 minimum out of 30 marks. Okay. So I suggest you to go through study material. I say study material. Latest I say study material. If you have old study material also, you can follow, but you have to cover amendments which are applicable from May 21 exam onwards. I'm planning to make amendments separately for EASSM, but in this class you'll be covering amendments also. Okay, so enterprise business process, nothing but business process. Enterprise means organization, right? So what are the categories of business processes? I told you the entire chapter is based upon processes. Entire chapter is based upon processes. This is very, very important. Entire chapter is depends upon processes. You have to remember this, very, very important. Don't forget this chapter is about processes, business processes. Okay. So what are the categories? First, oh, shit. First, we'll be covering what are the categories of business processes, and in categories it is operational, supporting, and management. What it is all about, we'll discuss further. And about automation, what are the objectives of automation? If you automate, why we have to automate, and what we are expecting from automation. Okay, and benefits of automation. What are the benefits we'll get if we automate a business process? If we automate a business process, what are the benefits we'll get? And also implementation, how we have to implement the automation process. Okay, and risk management and its controls. Risk management controls. What are the risks involved in automating a business process? What are the controls we need to include so as to mitigate the risk to an acceptable level or to avoid the risk? Okay. Then specific business process. So we have to cover certain specific business process like P2P, O2C, order to cash, from procurement to pay, order to cash, inventory cycle, and human resources, fixed assets, like general ledgers, how all these process will be happening in a organization. We will cover that. And then diagrammatic representation. So if there is a big process, you cannot simply sit and explain the process to everyone. So what we will do, we have to make a diagrammatic representation so that everyone can understand easily, and also we can find out what are the problems in the process. Also, if you want to develop a process, that will be helpful. So it can be done in flow charts, also data flow diagrams. We'll be covering that also, and certain regulatory and compliance requirements with respect of Companies Act and also Information Technology Act 2000. Okay, now introduction. So now what is happening in the present scenario, information is flows at the speed of light. So the success of organization depends upon ability to respond to fast changing environment. So if you want to, like as you see, every day you seeing so many YouTube videos, that is also some information, and Facebook posts, Instagram posts, Twitter feeds, so many things. So the entire information is flowing like anything, like fast, speed of light. It's like a speed of light, it is flowing. So it is a big flow of information. So we have to respond to the things very rapidly and quickly and promptly, correctly. Okay, based upon fast changing environment, we have to respond properly. So we cannot depend completely on manual processes in the present scenario to develop our business. So we have to automate. Okay, we have to automate. Only we cannot just follow only traditional processes which are manual or semi-manual. Based upon situation, we have to plan whether we have to go with the manual processes or automation or semi-automation. Okay, or semi-manual. Okay, now the introduction we just have go with the one reading. It is enough. So one reading is enough, or one or two times you read this. This is all small thing. Will cover an enterprise information system. Maybe this is the definition. ES, subject ES, right? ES means what? Enterprise information system. What is enterprise? Enterprise means business or organization. Information. What is information? Anything that gives some meaning and which helps us to take decision. Okay. What is system? System is a number of interconnected activities that will help to run the organization smoothly. So all these definitions will be covered in information systems chapter number 3. Okay, may be defined as any kind of information system which improves the functions of an enterprise business process by integration. Important integration. Yes is nothing but major key term in this definition is integration. So enterprise information system means defined as kind of information system which improves the functions of business processes. So the functions of business processes are being improved by a system. How it will be improved? Through integration. Through integration, it will be improved. What will be improved? Functions of an enterprise business processes. Okay, this is definition of EAS. This is for basic understanding. That remaining thing just go through. Here, when a customer places an order, the data flows automatically to other fractions of the company that are affected by placing the order, thus leading to an enhanced coordination between these different parts of the business, which in turns lower cost and increase customer satisfaction. Refer figure number 1. So this is just a process, like how information flows, how a process works. So they have given. So if a customer orders, then it will give you some information to the warehouse to pick the product or service or whatever it is. So then it will also go to the accounting department for making an invoice for that. So where customer order will come to customer service department, right? And then it will go to warehouse and then go to accounting departments also, and also debtors department to make a proper analysis of the his account, whether he is worth giving more credit or whether he has paid all his past dues properly. Okay, so that's how information flows in an organ. This is just an example. This is not a standard. It's an example. It depends upon organization to organization, environment to environment. The process might change. So this is how they have given a small example of process. Just go through this process. You will understand. Customer service department activities. So now enterprise business processes. First, what is a business process? What is a business process? Business process is an activity or set of activities, can be one activity or a set of activities which will accomplish specific organization goal. Specific is important here. Specific organization goal, not a big goal. Okay, it's a specific organization goal. For example, if you take specific organization goal is to take the attendance of employees. Take the attendance of employees, they can have a attendance register. So how that attendance register will work? So there will be one security guard at the entrance. Okay, he will take attendance manually. That is one process. When he will take, whenever the person arrives at the office, he will take the attendance. He will mark as okay, he is present. That is one thing. That is one specific goal of the organization, to take the attendance properly, or else that is manual activity. What is that? Manual process of taking attendance. If they want to automate it, what they can implement, they can implement biometric system to take the attendance. Okay, they can place a biometric machine at the entrance of the office, and only when he gives a thumb impression on the machine, then only the door opens automatically. The door will open, also the attendance will also be recorded. That is one process. So here it is a business process. That is also one kind of business process. Okay, so to achieve the goal, what is the goal we discussed here? Taking attendance of the employees. So that is achieved by making a process. Everything is process in an organization, in a business organization. Activity or set of activity to accomplish a specific organization goal is called business process. So all these business processes are designed based upon the mission of the top management. So based upon vision and mission of top management only, these processes will be designed. Okay. So about vision and mission, you will cover all these things in strategic management. You just first, have a small look at strategic management, then you will understand this sentence. Now, if due to time factor, I am not covering what is vision, what is mission. So basic thing I'll give. What is vision? Vision is where they want to see the organization after some time. For example, if you take Tesla company, their vision is to make environment pollution free. That is their vision. Okay, their vision is to make environment pollution free. To make environment pollution free. But what is to achieve that vision? They want to see that. Vision means what? Vision means seeing. They want to see after some time or some years or decades. It can be century also. That is their vision. So to achieve that vision, what they are doing is what called mission. What they are doing is called mission. Example is they are having Tesla cars which are completely electric. They don't have any diesel or gasoline based vehicles, motor vehicles. Okay, that is their mission. Based upon that, their process will be designed. Okay, if their vision is something and mission is something and the process is something, the integration will not happen. So they can't achieve their vision and mission. Okay, that is basic thing. If you want in depth, you have to refer strategic management. Okay, then uh, business process are reflection of entities management thought process. Business process or reflection of entities management thought process. So what they think, they will reflect in the processes. So they want to take attendance of the employees. That is one process. So that is their thought. Okay, that is their thought. So they'll implement as a process. Okay, that's all. It's as simple as that. The success or failure of organization dependent upon how meticulously business processes have been designed and implemented. How meticulously. So if you want, so this is how you have to read theory subjects meticulously. You have to get the proper meaning of uh, the word. So what you have to do, meticulously. Meticulously meaning. What meticulously meaning? In a way that shows great attention to detail, or very thoroughly, very detailed and thoroughly they have to prepare their process to 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 get success or failure. So what they are saying, success or failure of an organization is dependent on how meticulously business processes have been designed and implemented. Not only designed but also implemented, properly designed, and also it need to be properly implemented. How meticulously? What meticulously? Detailly, thoroughly. They have to design and implement so as to achieve the success. If they don't do this, they will fail in the process. They will fail in organization as a whole. What, right? Next, business process management, BPM. This is also one important. This is also one important topic. Okay, BPM. What is BPM? BPM helps an organization. BPM helps organization achieve three E's for business process. Business process management helps the organization to achieve three E's. What are those E's? What are those E's are effectiveness, efficiency, and economy. What is effectiveness? This is also described in strategic management. You can refer strategic management. I'll try to make strategic management if time permits. Otherwise, I'll give links after some time to refer good video lectures in English for strategic management also. Okay, what is effectiveness? Effectiveness is about making things right. Making sorry, effectiveness is about making making the right decisions. Making right decisions. Okay, efficiency is about making things right. Making things right. Okay, then economy is all about how optimally, how efficiently we utilize. I mean, economy means um, how optimally we we achieve the process, how optimacy we have achieved. Okay, and then this is BPM. If in exam they ask BPM, it is all about three E's. Okay, just remember three E's is important factor here to achieve effectiveness, efficiency, and economy. This is important. And BPM is also systematic approach. It's a systematic approach in improving these processes. It's a systematic approach in improving these processes. And the key components of business processes are outlined below. I'm not going through all line by line. What are the important keywords and important sentences I'm covering? I can't do word by word, line by line due to time factor, and also you will not be having efficient understanding of the subject. I am going through only what are the important. That is enough for exam purpose. That is enough. Whatever I highlight here, you just go through properly. You also highlight in your book so that will help you to remember and revise before the exam also. So the key components of business processes are outlined below. These are the key components. Okay. Just go through, you just refer this chart. This is not that important, just they have given an example. Just go through. I will not be explaining, it will take a lot of time. Now, enterprise business process model. So the key guiding factors of any business process shall be top management vision and mission. So any process, anything in the business will be depend upon the vision and mission, as we discussed before. The vision and mission shall be achieved through implementing operational support and management services. Okay, these are referred to as categories of business process. Okay, first they want to achieve certain vision and mission. Okay, from to achieve that vision and mission, they have to implement different processes in the organization. So that different process they will segregate into three categories. They can't do just simply design some process. Okay, for this you do this. So they will segregate process based upon the category. They will make three categories. What are the three categories? Operational, support, and management category. Management processes. Okay. Now, categories of business process. For this, just make a note. OSM. OSM is the mnemonic for categories of business process. OSM. OSM. It. OS. Make it fast. Okay. OSM is the mnemonic. OSM is the mnemonic. Okay. OSM is the mnemonic for categories of business process. You have to make a note of it. Make a note in the just make a note in your notebook, or you can write a separately somewhere in a notebook. Okay, this is the code. O refers to O refers to operational process. S refers to supporting process. M refers to management process. M refers to management process. We'll go one by one. Categories of business process. In the exam, if they ask categories of business process, you have to you have to this OSM should come to your mind. Awesome. Categories of business process means awesome. OSM. Okay. Then operational processes. First one. Operational process or primary process. This is also called as primary process. Operational process is also called as primary process. It deals with the core business and value chain. Core business, their core business. Example, if you take what we can take example. If you take Xiaomi you take. What is Xiaomi's core business? Their core business is smartphones, and also they have some other business also. TVs also they will sell. They will sell earphones, and they will sell so many other home appliances. But their core business is what? Xiaomi mobiles, Redmi mobiles. So that is their core business. Okay, and value chain. Their core business is what? Making mobiles. That is their core business. But also they will sell. Sorry. This core business refers to their main activities. Their main activities means uh, manufacturing, manufacturing, and developing the technological gadgets or smartphones, anything. That is their core business. Okay, sorry, I didn't. That was the wrong thing. So core business refers to what they do. Actually, what they do. They'll They'll develop the software, they will develop the hardware, and they will make so many technological items such as smartphones, earphones or mobile, and any other appliances from MI. Okay. And value chain. Value chain is refers to what? Taking raw materials or taking some services, making some product and selling. That is their value chain, right? So if you want details in value chain, you can refer in SM. So this process, what is this process? Operational process basically gives deliver value to the customer, delivers value to the customer, and helping to produce a product. It will produce a product or a service. Produce a product or a service. These are essential business activities. And example is purchasing, manufacturing, and sale. As I said, they will take some service, they will make some products and services, they will sell to the customers. So in the manufacturing process, they will make one value. What is that value? That value will be delivered to the customer. In the manufacturing process, that value will be delivered to the customers. Also, O2C and P2P cycles are associated with revenue generation. Actually, O2C and P2P, order to cash and purchase to pay, are one part of primary processes or operational processes. Now, supporting process are also called as secondary process, where core process. What are core process? Manufacturing of products or rendering services. So that primary process will be backed by supporting process and functions within an organization. So all that manufacturing things will be done. Not only they alone cannot do, they need some support. Okay, they will again make some supporting services. What are the supporting services? Example, accounting. Why accounting is a supporting process in a manufacturing entity? Make as example, we'll take Xiaomi only. They are making smartphones. They wanted to know how many smartphones they have manufactured, how many smartphones they have sold, and how many raw material stock they have, and how much stock will be required for further. What are the estimates? All things will be done in accounting, right? For manufacturing product, they need human resource. So they have to manage the shifts. Night shifts will be the day shifts and night shifts in manufacturing concern. So they have to manage the shifts also. For that they need HR only. They will only manage who will have to come in day shift, who has to come in second shift. HR management is also one supporting process for core business process, which is primary process. And workplace safety. Workplace safety is about like maintaining proper safety precautions uh, in the enterprise, like in the manufacturing unit or in the office or anywhere. Okay. Example, maintaining proper fire safety equipment, fire safety precautions, and fire safety equipment, or any like if proper maintaining proper drainage systems. If any water flows, any floods comes, they have to maintain proper drainage system so that there is no water places in the office. That is also one example. This is all supporting process. With the help of supporting process, primary process will function. Alone they cannot function. They will give. That is the main process. Again, supporting process will give some support to the main process. The key differentiator between the operational supporting process is that it does not provide, it does not provide, it do not provide value to the customer, to the customer, the customer directly. It will not, do not, it do not provide, so it do not provide value to the customer directly. Primary process, it will uh, deliver value to the customer directly, but here supporting process do not provide value to the customer directly. However, it should be noted that hiring the right people for the right job has a direct impact on the efficiency of the enterprise. Like as I said, HR is one support. So hiring the right people for the right job also improves the efficiency. They do not provide direct value. How it will work means they will hire right person for right job, so that it will improve the enterprise efficiency. And of course, that will give the direct value to the customer from from primary process, but not supporting process. Supporting process does not give value to the customer directly. Indirectly, they will help to give value to the customer. Example: human resource management. So training, development, compensation, and performance management, their career development, leadership, and also, as I said, SHIX recruitment, staffing. Staffing means recruitment and arranging the staff who has to take which position, like that. Management position. Now, management processes. What are management processes? Management process monitor and control the activities that are related to business procedures and systems. Example: management processes include internal communications, governance, strategic planning, budgeting, and capacity management, and infrastructure and capacity management. Like supporting process, management process also do not provide value to the customers directly. However, it has a direct impact on the efficiency of the enterprise, direct impact on the efficiency of the enterprise. Do not provide value to the customer directly, but it has a direct impact. What they do, they will monitor and control the activities of the business processes and systems. And they will monitor and control. They will have a look, always keep looking, and they will analyze what they're who is doing what, and how our business is performing, what are our sales, and how we have to improve our sales, and how to manage people, and how to implement so many controls to avoid frauds and errors in the organization. They'll keep on monitoring and control the activities that of the procedure systems in the organization, like governance, strategic planning, budgeting, capacity management. So they have they do not provide direct value to the customer. However, they will have a direct impact on the efficiency of the enterprise. Like top management, they are the supreme, right? So they will have a direct impact on the enterprise efficiency. So this is process of budgeting. You just have a look, you can understand. Examples of representing all categories of business process. Example: vision and mission. One of Asia's largest dairy product companies decided to increase turnover by 2 times. That is their vision and mission. Next 10 years. To what is their vision? Increase turnover by 2 times. So if their turnover is 100 rupees now, after 10 years they wanted to make it 200 rupees. The present turnover is 10,000 crores, so they wanted to make it to 20,000 crores after in next 10 years. Like in the next 10 years at any time, from today to next 10 years, anytime they try to make it 20,000 crores. That is their vision and mission. Okay, management process. So that is their vision and mission. They will make process based upon the top management sits down and list down activities. It will list down activities to be done to achieve the set turnover. This includes new markets. If they are, for example, if they are operating in Andhra Pradesh, they want to expand it to Telangana, then Karnataka, then Kerala, then Tamil Nadu, then they go north, Gujarat, Maharashtra. Like that, they want to expand the market. They want to enter into new markets. New markets means new geographical locations. Decided to have a all India presence. So that's what, like, they are running in a single state. They want to expand to entire India. At present, the company products are being sold across 20 out of 29 states, including the 4 metros, namely sold across 20 out of 20. Presently, they are saying 20 out of 29. So they want to expand to the rest of 9 states, including 4 metros. Launch new products. They wanted to launch new products. The company is maintaining selling milk product. Presently, they are selling only milk products, and they are decided to include biscuits, toast, flour, packaged drinking water. acquiring existing diaries in market where company has no presence. So they will go and acquire wherever they don't have a presence. They will go and acquire the existing diaries in the new places wherever they don't exist. Okay, they go and acquire such those diaries, and they will merge it to their own diary, so that they will expand the market. Instead of going and setting everything from the scratch, they acquire the existing diaries supporting. So what they have done in the management process, they decided to enter into new markets. They enter into new markets. They want to start new products, and they wanted to acquire existing diaries. These are the three things they decided. Management process. So management will take care how to enter into new market, how to enter into new product, how to make new products, how to acquire existing. These are their processes. Okay, they decide it. Now, support process. Whatever activities they envisioned by top management, like as insisted by top management, a huge efforts is needed on human resources front. This includes defining and creating new management structure. So supporting process will decide new management structure, performing all human resource activities as per listed activities listed above in top management process. So they have to make proper new management structure, so that the entire organization have to run. So for this, like, and all these activities include human, right? Humans are the people who does, right? So the proper management of human resources is important here. Who HR? HR is means what? Human resource. So HR has to take care all the entire human resource management for to achieve the vision and mission. Operational process. So operational process just to do whatever the goals and the functions they give. Post the management process, it is on the post the management process. Once the management process is over, it is on the operational managers to implement the decisions in actual working form. The implementation part is depends upon operational process. Actually, support process, they give support. They have their own works to managing the entire organization. And implementation part is mainly relies on the operational teams, operational managers and teams. It is here where the whole hard job is done. It is where whole hard job is done, like manufacturing and acquiring raw materials, okay, and maintaining the production lines, maintenance, and etc. etc. Okay, I hope you got good understanding. Then automated business processes. Today, technology innovations are increased day by day. Technology is becoming a easy level. Cost of action using technology going down. Internet connectivity in terms of speed and geographical speed is increasing day by day. All these factors are having profound impact on the business process being used by entity. The days of manual accounting, most of business processes are carried out manually. For example, you just go through the accounting entries would manually passed. Today, most of the business processes are automated to make enterprises more efficient. For what? For more to make the enterprise more efficient, they are automating their processes. What is the process? Here we are discussing accounting process. Here in this example, sales invoice, so accounting process. Generally manually was done, so to improve the efficiency, they wanted to automate it and to handle large volumes of transaction in today's world. This is what led to business process automation. The manual example given above would be performed in an integrated computer system. Integrated computer system means ERP, Enterprise Resource Planning. It will be the details about enterprise resource planning will be covered in the chapter number 2, financial and accounting systems, which is as follows. So generally raise invoice to customers in a computer system using relevant application software. So we'll use one software to raise invoice. The system will automatically reduce the stock. Once you raise the invoice, assume there are 100 there are 100 bikes in a agency. There is a nearby showroom. There are 100 stocks, 100 bikes. They have sold two bikes today. What they'll do, they will raise invoice for two bikes. Okay, automatically the stock will reduce. The system will instantly passes the necessary accounting entries. Sales entries will be passed. If it is a cash transaction, then cash or bank account to entry will be passed once the invoice is raised. It automatically reduce the stock, and database tables will be updated to debit the customers credit. Sales indirect taxes will be also updated in the tally, and also cost of goods will be debited, credit inventory. This is, you just go through, you'll understand. Automation, BPA is a technology enabled automation. BPA is completely based on technology. Technology. Without technology, you can't automate, right? Automation of activity service that accomplishes specific function. Specific function can be implemented for many different functions of many activities, including sales, management, operations, supply chain, etc. In other words, BPA is the tactic a business uses to operate efficiently and effectively. It is a tactic. Just remember MCQs they can ask. Tactic a business uses to operate efficiently and effectively. It consists of integrating applications and using software applications throughout the organization. BPA is the tradition of analyzing, documenting, optimizing, and then automating the business process. BPA includes first analyzing, documenting, optimizing, and then automating a process. So how BPA will be done? Business process automation will be done. Will the that will come in the next next onwards. Just have a look. The success of this is important. They can ask one question. Okay, factors affecting BPA success. Factors affecting BPA success. They can ask in this way, or success of any business process automation. Success of success of any business process shall be achieved when BPA ensures, when BPA having the following factors, then they can have the automation will be succeeded in a business. If the automation is succeeded, how they will what will happen? They will achieve three E's. What is efficiency, effectiveness, and economy? Then they will achieve their vision and mission, right? So, what are the factors that are important for the success of BPA to implement BPA successfully? What are the factors? So, for this, the memory code is CIAT, CIAT, C. Right. Um, Memory code is C. Oh shit. The memory code is C C I A T. CAT. CAT is the memory code. CAT is the memory code for factors, success factors, success factors of uh, business process automation. The success factors of business process automation. So, what is CAT? C means confidentiality. In a business process, we have to ensure confidentiality. How confidentiality will ensure the data that is in the systems or that is being flowed in the process should only be available the persons who have right, they have right to see the same. The data that has been stored in the system or that is being flowed in the processes through any internet or wire or wireless, that can be only viewed to the person who have right to see them. It should not go to the other person. And the entire systems and the process should be, what are the process they have automated, that should be properly integrated. That should have integrity. What is integrity? To ensure that no unauthorized no unauthorized there's unauthorized amendments can be made in the data. So the data in the process should be amended only with authorization. Only with authorization. For example, there is a sales report. Assume sales report is there. Manager has to see the sales report. He will generate, only manager should be able to have access to see the sales report. Assume sales manager has to see. If and also he should has the right to amend, make any changes in the sales report manually. Should not be done. And it should not be done by any other person. If the lower level person a small worker is having access to make any changes, if at all unknowingly if you make changes, the entire sales figure will be modified so that they will make wrong decisions. Wrong decisions on wrong information will affect the company, right? The company affected, the owners will trouble. Nothing will happen to management. So owners will be affected. So how it is linked? So integrity should be maintained. So the process should have proper integrity. They should have proper controls to avoid all the unauthorized changes. Okay. Then availability. The data should be available. The data is available when asked for. Whenever we want to check, we have to go if they have right. If we have right, we have to go and check. Then it should be able to come. We have the right, and we ask the system. It should go. It should give. When asked for, whenever we ask, it should give the information. Okay, that means availability should be there. And timeliness, ensure that made available at the right time, available at the right time. Whenever we ask for some information, should give immediately, or else if it takes time, then it should take reasonable time. It should not delay. If you want data today, if the data comes after 1 week, there is no use, right? So it should, timeliness should be maintained. Timely, it should be there. That ensure that data is made available at the right time. Availability means when asked for. Integrity means no unauthorized amendments. Confidentiality only available to persons who has right to see them. These are the factors that affect the success of a business process automation. If a business process has to be automated, if that process will be automated successfully only when they have a CIAT factors. They have followed CIAT factors properly. To ensure that all the above parameters are met, BPA needs to have appropriate internal controls. As I said, they should have proper internal to ensure CIAT. So, what are the factors? So, if you want to have a successful business process automation, what do you need? You need CIAT. Okay, how that CIAT will be ensured? Only through internal control. There is no other option. Internal controls will be discussed in audit. You just you can go through. I'm planning to make videos on audit also. Just subscribe to my channel. You can have that. I'll be uploading through. Audit will be very beautiful. I'm planning to make through charts, easy charts. The entire study material will be covered in the charts only. Very easy. You have to revise charts properly, then you can get exemption also. I thoroughly followed the charts. I got 58 marks. Only charts I followed. One time I read study material. I say study material audit, and then I followed charts. I got 58 marks. I didn't expect I will get that many marks. Okay, I'll share. Now, 1.3.1 is over. Now, what are the benefits of automating business process? Benefits of automating business process. Benefits of automating business process. There is one code for this. What is the code? BPA benefits TVQIRR. TVQ TVQIRR. TVQIRR. This is the code. Okay, this is the code for benefits of automating a business process. What is TVQIRR? We'll explain. First one, TVQ. T for time saving. T for time saving. Automation reduces the number of. So what? As I said in the beginning, the entire chapter depends upon process, business process, and its automation. So it will always like it will revolve around the same thing: business process and its automation. So if you automate a business process, what are the benefits we'll get? Okay, what are the benefits we'll get? We'll see. It ends first one, TVQIRR. TVQIRR, first one is T. What is T? Time saving. Time saving. Automation reduces the number of tasks employees would do, otherwise need to manually do. If they want to do it manually, if they have to do 10 tasks, if they automate, that might reduce to zero also sometime, or else it might reduce to two tasks. For example, as I said in the beginning, if you take attendance, that is one process. Taking attendance of employees is a process. Okay. First thing, manually. If it is completely manual, one guy will sit at the door. At the door, security guard will keep a register, physical register. He will take. Sometimes he might miss also. If some employees, if this guy gone for some work, if any employee enters the office, he might not see. He might not see. So that will be a human error. So if it is automated, then he has to keep a eye on the machine whether it is properly being done or any manipulations are being done. So only one or two tasks will be there. He has to monitor who is coming. That's all. He need not to make any ticks in the register. That is right. So it will save a lot of time. So this guy can also do some other work also. He need not to take attendance. He can also have a security checks. He can have some monitor in front of him by through monitoring various CCTVs across the office. So it will save time for the security guard, and that saved time can be utilized for some other work. Okay, time saving is one thing. If you automate, it frees up it frees up time to work on items that are added genuine value to the business. As I said, once the time is saved, that time can be used for some other work. Genuine value to the business, adding genuine value, that saved time can be used for value, genuine value. What is that? Monitoring the entire CCTV of the business, of the organization, and allowing innovation and increase employees level of motivation. So also allows innovation. If they have a time, they will think, and sometimes they will make some innovations. And also employees, they will have proper motivation also. If they save some time, they will, if they reduce their work, hectic works. That is one. T. T is over. What is V? V for visibility. Automated processes are controlled and they consistently operate accurately. Accurately. They will operate accurately within the defined timeline. Defined timeline. It will give visibility of the process status. Give the visibility of the process status of the organization. So automated processes are controlled and are consistently operate accurately within the timeline. The process will have proper certain timeline. If it is manually, if you don't know how the employee might take for sometimes the same process he might take 5 minutes, same process he might take 10 minutes. But if it is a machine operated, it will not take so it will have proper timeline. In the same timeline, it will be done. For example, if you take automation, for example, um, assume the air conditioning of the entire organization has been automated based upon the external temperature. The entire air condition of the organization will be automated based upon the external environment. The temperature will be controlled. Okay, the temperature will be controlled. If the outside environment is very cool, then temperature will be little bit high, right? It will not be, again they will not, that air condition will not reduce based upon the outside environment. It will automatically change. It will automate. That is automation. For example, if it is not done, the automation is not there in the organization, what happens? Sometimes we have to manually increase and decrease, and we can see also, we can see how, like, what is the temperature outside, uh, what is the temperature inside of the organization. We can also see how it is actually going on. And one more example, you can see the timeline and visibility of the process status to the organization. One more example is reports, making reports. Okay, if the guy has taken data, the manager will send data to the employee, team leader. The team leader will give to the team member. What happens? The data flown from manager to the team leader, then team leader to the team member. So they can see in their system when it has been gone from manager to team leader, from team leader to member, again how much time team member has took to report it to the team leader, then how much time team leader has taken to review the report, and how much time he has taken to send the report. So they can see the entire timeline, right? And also gives the timeline automation. Everything is automatically done. Okay. Now it will give the status of any process. It will give the status, or else one more example for visibility is hope I have covered too. That's enough. Okay, it will take a lot of time. And TVQ, Q for quality and consistency. Quality and consistency. Quality and consistency refers to, one second, ensures that every action is performed identically, resulting in high quality. Every action is performed identically, identically. This is important term here. Identically is the important term. With high, resulting in high quality, with reliable results, reliable, reliable results, and stakeholders will have consistently experience the same level of experience, same level of service, same level of service. Quality and consistency will be there if automation is done. Okay, every action is performed identically, same. There will not, if automation is done, machine will not do things differently in two times. If you do things two times, same thing, if you do two times, you do differently, right? Even sometimes our signature is also will different. If you sign one time and if you sign immediately other time, there will at least some small difference will be there, but machines won't do. Machines will not do that. So it will result into high quality. They will maintain high quality and reliable result. If first time they are giving one result, 1 plus 1 equal to 2, assume that is 2. Second time also if the machine does same, 2 will be, so we can rely on the result. And stakeholders, what happen, what they will do, stakeholders means employees, customers, anyone. Stakeholders means they will experience same experience, same level of experience every time they can get through automation. Improved TVQ IRR. What is I? I refers to improved operational efficiency. Automation reduces the time it takes to achieve a task, the effort required to undertake it, and the cost of completing it successfully. It reduces the time it takes to achieve a task, the effort required, time and effort required to undertake it, and cost of completing it successfully. It reduces the time and the effort and the cost. So when the time, effort, and the cost has been reduced to complete a task successfully, then it will result into efficiency, operational efficiency. Automation not only ensures that systems run smoothly and efficiently, also errors are eliminated. The best practices are consistently leveraged. So it will help not only to improve the efficiency of the business and run the system smoothly, but also it will eliminate the errors. TVQ IRR is for benefits of automating a business process. I is over. Now R. What is R? R. So I'm crossing this governance and reliability. If you want, you can actually prepare. But so as per my knowledge, we need not to remember all the points. Basically, in exam, they will ask only 5 or 6 marks. 6 marks is the maximum marks for CSSM exam. So we have to remember only 5 to 6 points. In TVQIR, how many we covered? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 points we have covered. So already 4 is over. Now 2 is there. Reduced turnaround time, reduced cost. This is simple. You can also learn through own also. Eliminate unnecessary tasks. As we said, time saving, they will eliminate unnecessary, reduces the number of tasks. So number of tasks, how they will reduce if the automation is done, they will eliminate unnecessary tasks will be eliminated, and they will also realign the process steps to optimize the flow. They will optimize the flow information throughout the production, service, billing, etc., and collection, etc. So the adjustment of process, digital operation performance reduce the turnaround time, turnaround time for the both staff and external customers. What is turnaround time? So putting raw materials into the machine and getting the product and selling and getting the money, and also purchasing raw material. So this is the, assume it is a cycle. So if we eliminate unnecessary tasks in the entire process, so in the production, service, billing and collection, if we remove an unnecessary process, it will save a lot of time. It will reduce the lot of uh, time. So entire process will be done very quickly. Okay, so time will be saved. Actually, why time need to be saved? Because time is money. Time is money, right? You would have studied in financial management. I think in future time will be more valuable than money. Now it's almost equal to money, but future time will be more valued than money. That's what my expectation is. Let's see what happens. Now reduced costs. If you do some tasks in manually at a time, then at a slower rate. If you do tasks manually, though slower rate than automated task, it will cost more. It will cost more. Automation allows to accomplish more by utilizing fewer resources. Fewer resources will be utilized in automation. As I said, only we have to purchase the biometric machine. That's all. We need not to pay salary every day. Sorry, every month. We need not to pay salary, so that will save a lot of money for the organization. Sometimes it will not work. It will not work. Actually, automation will not work for every process in the organization. Automation will not work. One second. Okay. Now, so these are the benefits of automating business process. What is the code? TVQIRR. TVQIR is the code. TVQIRR is the code. This is important. Just make a note. TVQIRR is the code for business benefits of automating a business process. Okay. Now, then which business process should be automated? What kind of business process should be automated? We need not, like, if management generally, if they plan to automate, it's not like okay, we'll go and automate everything. It's not like that. We have to think, we have to analyze and decide what are the processes we need to automate. We should not go blindly and automate everything that we are doing in the organization. We have to properly plan, analyze and think, then only we have to automate. So which business process should be automated? So technology is enabled for business process. BP offers many advantages to the business, as we said above, as we said just now. But every business process is not a good fit for automation. Not every business is good for automation. Not every business process is good for automation. We have to make a note. Not every business process is not good fit for automation. We should not automate every business process. Companies tend to automate business processes that are reduce time in up. Companies tend to automate those business processes that are time and resource intensive operationally, or those that are subject to human. Only that is a time and resource intensive, and the process having some human errors, then only that process we need to automate. Following are the few examples. What are the processes best suited for automation? There are 5 points, I think. One, two, three, four, 5 points. Simple, very simple. Just remember the heading and write just one line or two line in the exam. That is enough. Processes, um, process involving high volume of tasks or repetitive tasks. High volume of tasks or repetitive tasks. If assume cash deposit and cash withdrawal will be done manually in the banks without ATM machines or cash depositing machines. Just assume how the life will be. We have to stand in the queues to deposit in the bank. We have to stand in the queues to withdraw the cash. Okay, so that's why the depositing and withdrawal of cash contains huge number of many people, crores of people, and so many people will be doing the cash deposits and the withdrawals every day in the country. So we cannot just do it manually. So such tasks which are repetitive, which are every time same thing we have to do, repeat, repeat, repeat. So we need not to do it manually. We can actually take the help of machines, automation, which are having high volume of tasks and repetitive tasks. So if you do if we automate the repetitive tasks and high volume tasks, that will result in cost and work effort reduction. That will reduce the cost, and also efforts also will be reduced. Work efforts will be reduced. Process requiring multiple people to execute tasks. If a process requires multiple people to execute a task, then we have to take help of machines. We have to take the help of machines and automation softwares. Okay, if you want to execute tasks which will be done by multiple people, we have to take, for example, help desk services. Automating these process results in reduction of waiting time and cost. Help desk services. Okay, help desk services example means if you purchased one product from Amazon and you have some issues, you want to return the product. So if you want to contact Amazon customer directly, will it allow? No, generally it will not allow. First, it will chart automatically. An artificial intelligence enabled machine will chart with you. What is the problem? What is the product you are wanted to return? What are the product you are discussing? What are the issue? They will ask so many questions, right? That is like if it is done by manually, it will take a lot of time. Instead of that, they're taking task. Basically, the machine will ask some questions. If you answer, if you still have some doubt, then it will connect to the customer care. Otherwise, it will automatically accept the return. Right? That is multiple people to execute a task. Will take machine's help. Time sensitive processes. If the process which needs to be done within a time, so certain process, time sensitive processes such as online banking system, debiting and crediting money should be done within time. It should not delay. Like OTPs and all, they will give some time, 3 minutes or 5 minutes like that. If you want to do some transactions in banks, they will give some time. So such process, if it is done manually, gone case only. If the person who is at the computer system who want to generate OTP, then it's a gone case. The customer will be in trouble. So such process need to be automated. Automatically, if one person want to initiate a transaction, then it should be automatically give the generate the OTP. Time sensitive process and process involving need for compliance. Compliance and audit trails. Compliance means if there are certain regulations, assume there is a not assume. Uh, Example is TDS. Okay, if in an organization we are taking some professional and technical services from a chartered accountant, assume we are ours is a business which is real estate business. We are taking some chartered accountants help in certain matters, respect of financial reporting or accounting or anything. And while paying payment, we have to reduce TDS at once at 10% under section 194J as per Income Tax Act. Okay. So if you do it manually, they might miss. The employees might miss of deducting the tax. But if we have implemented the parameters and rules in the accounting software while generating the voucher itself, it will ask that TDS is not deducted. So such compliances will be helpful in will be done. Such compliances should be automated so as to avoid any legal penalties. And audit trail. Audit trail means like we have to go through and check what is happened from the beginning to the end, the entire process, where who has initiated the transaction, who has approved the transaction, who has entered the transaction, who has processed, and how it is done. Like entire process, we have to check. In such cases, if you want to keep a track of what is happened in a certain transaction, then such things need to be automated so as to keep a track. With the business process, every detail of particular process is recorded. Every detail of particular process is recorded. This one thing. And details can be used to demonstrate the compliance during audits. For example, invoice issue to vendors. Example. process having significant impact on other processes and system. Processes that have significant impact on other processes and systems. Some processes are cross-functional. There are cross-functional. Cross-functional means we have one person has to do one task and give it to the other person. The other person will do some other work that they can do. Assume one person employee is employee. So there is one task of income tax. Assume income tax return filing is one task. What the CA has said to his article assistant, he said Mr. A, article assistant, junior article assistant, will do the tax computation in Excel form, Excel sheet, and then that will be given to the other Mr. B, who will file the income tax return. Who will file the income tax return. So if that is done cross-functional, right? One person's work will be done using the other person's work. That will be the other person will do the income tax return. So such process need to be automated. So while sending the Excel sheet, whatever he prepared, he has to properly send. If something happened, that the data will be manipulated, and then the data while filing the income tax return, there will be so many problems. So such things need to be properly implemented. One person is using other person's work. Such process need to be automated so as to avoid any errors. These are the process generally we need to automate. What are the example? High volume tasks or repetitive task one, then two, multiple people to execute it. Processes require multiple people to execute tasks, and time sensitive process which needs to be done within a time frame, and compliance and audit trials, and having significant impact on other processes and systems. Example here, different departments within goal company working on. For example, the marketing department may work with sales department. Marketing and sales department will work with each other. Automating these processes resulting sharing information, resources, and improving the efficiency. Marketing department may work with sales department. Sales department and marketing department has to work together based upon the marketing department's work. Sales department will coordinate. They have to coordinate and make a proper understanding and improve the sales. That's all. Okay, this is part one. Again, the remaining topics I'll cover in the other videos. Okay, please subscribe to my channel for more videos. So it will take, I think I'm taking reasonable time. This is not very huge time. It's not like regular classes. I wanted to cover. If you want to score good marks, or at least if you're having some trouble, you have to spend sufficient time. You have to spend sufficient time in front of the book, so you'll get a good idea. If you listen my class and then you start preparation, I hope you can have a good command over the subject. Okay, please subscribe to my channel for more videos on basically I'm focusing on CA inter classes, EAS and audit. SM, I'll share some revision videos of other lecture. I'll share in further videos. Okay, thank you.